what does that make us according to the Bible? Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Slaves.
The children of Israel.
Black people.
The children of Israel.
One more time, brother.
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel was prophesied to go to slavery on ships, right? So if we the only people that fit that curse to go to slavery on ships, that would make us these people, the children of Israel. So your nationality, according to the Bible, would be an Israelite, right? And what did God say in Joel 2:20? He said, I'm in the midst of these Israelites. I'm the Lord, their God, and none else. Why you been to church your whole life and they never showed you as the God's chosen people? Get Deuteronomy 7 and 6, right? We gonna see what the Most High said about these Israelites. Because what they say, we equal to everybody. What they tell you in church? Did they tell you the black man was better than everybody in your church? Bring that up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Talking to the Israelites. We established that's us. We the Israelites. He said, y'all are holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So we special to the Most High God unto himself.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
What are we?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the people on this sign, we above everybody on the earth. We're not equal to the African man. We're not equal to the Arab man. We're not equal to the white man. We better than them in every way. We stronger, faster, age better, dress the best, dance the best.
We are peculiar.
Yeah, we are peculiar people to the Most High, right? Right, so what's your nationality according to the Bible? Israelite, right? You're an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's
sister.
right.
All right. Come talk to us, brother. Talk to us. You're an Israelite. Hey, come talk to us, brother. Come talk to us. All right. Give me Philippians 2 and 15. All right. Yeah, you hold Psalms 106 and 35.
This is the book of Philippians chapter 2 and verse 15. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God.
Who?
The sons of God.
So he's talking to the Israelites, right? These Philippians, man. He's saying you be blameless, you sons of God.
Without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation.
Where are we?
In the midst of a crooked and perverse nation.
So we're supposed to be blameless in the midst of this crooked and perverse nation, man. Right? He talking about Rome at the time, but America is Rome, man, through the Spirit, man. Right? If you got ears to hear. So he's saying we in the sons of God got to be blameless in this crooked and perverse nation. And what's a more crooked nation than a nation that push homosexuality, man? And that push the murder of so-called blacks and Hispanics, and they just get off scot-free, man.
Among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
So we gonna shine as lights to the world, man, because we a light to the Gentiles, not the other nations, but to the Israelites who don't know who they are. Now he said you got to be blameless in the midst of a perverse nation, but what did you so-called blacks and Hispanics do? Bring it up.
It's the book of Psalms chapter 106 and verse 35. It reads, but were mingled among the heathen.
Like you said, you got to be in the midst of a perverse nation, but we're supposed to be blameless, right? And move as the sons of God. But he said we was mingled among the heathen.
And learned their works.
Yeah, what?
And learned their works.
So we learned the works of the heathen, man. We're supposed to be separate, a holy people, but we learned the works of the heathen, man. Right, so you so-called blacks and Hispanics, y'all got to get it together, man. Y'all got to remove yourself. Give me Revelation 18 and 4, man. Y'all got to remove yourselves from this crooked, perverse nation spiritually, right? We got a doctrine where they say you should actually flee Babylon. No, it's saying flee spiritually, man. Wait on the chariots, man. All right?
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 4. And it reads, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
The Lord say,
come out of her, my people.
So we're supposed to come out of her. And that her is talking about Babylon the Great, America, man. All right?
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
So you don't want to receive of them plagues coming to America, man. All right? Let's get some of them plagues. Get, you can actually, yeah, just get verse 8.
Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh who judgeth her.
See that? So you don't want to receive it in them plagues, man. Death, mourning, right? Famine. It's going to be burnt, utterly burnt with fire. And that's going to be from the EU, man, these other nations, all right? Give me us 17 and 16, man. It's going to be from you other nations, man. They going to burn this place with fire. We got World War III kicking off, man. Get Psalm 7 and 13.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, and verse 16, and it reads, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
What?
And burn her with fire.
So the 10 horns, the Eastern Common Markets, the EU, they go utterly burn America with fire, man. Make her desolate. Hey, y'all brothers got a minute for the Bible? Come learn how to get saved from World War III, man. All right? Yeah.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7. It says 7 and 12. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready.
Right, he bent the bow, he made it ready. It's talking about these solos, right? Read on.
Verse 13. He hath also prepared for himself the instruments of death.
Instruments of death.
He ordained of his arrows against the persecuted.
He did what?
He hath ordained his arrows against the persecuted.
Right, and the white people, the persecutors. So he ordained his arrows for the persecutors, man. And these arrows talking about missiles, man. Let's get more these instruments of death. Let's discuss more about these instruments of death.
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 13, and it reads, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
That bendeth the bow, talking about these instruments of death, right?
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot to the ends of the world.
They begin to be shot where?
To the ends of the world.
They're going to be shot to the ends of the world. Now, what person can grab an arrow and shoot it from here to another? It ain't talking about actual arrows, man. It's talking about the missiles, man. Right? Give me Isaiah 54 and 16. It's talking about the actual missiles, man. That's the arrow that's going to be shot from one end into the earth to the end of the earth, man. That's the instruments of death, man. Right? So y'all got to get ready for that, man. That's right. 2/3 of you Negroes, right? And all these wicked nations got to get ready for that, man. Right? Yeah, man.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. And it reads, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
This is talking about the modern day blacksmith, the scientist, man. So he created them, he put the spirit in these devils, right?
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Created the waster to destroy. Give me Psalms 15, Slakia, 7 and 15. Yeah, are you there? He already got it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into a ditch where he made.
You hear that saying where they say if you live by the sword, you go die by the sword? So they blessing is the sword, and they created these missiles, and it's their own pit, man. They gonna fall into this pit, man. Right? Preset that up with 9 and 15. Right?
Psalms 9 and verse 15. The heathen are sunk into the pit that they made, and in the net that they hid in their own foot taken.
See that? So they made this pit, and they gonna have to deal with it, man. They created all these mass destructive instruments of death, and the Most High ordained them against them, man. All right, so they finished, man. There's nothing they can do to escape it, man. Give me Isaiah 55, right? And I believe the 10th verse, man. All right? There's nothing they can do about it. Because we read in this, and this was written thousands of years ago, but it's going to come to pass, man. Because his word would never go void, all right? We're going to show you that. You got a precept? What you got? Bring that up.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 8. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh a hedge, a serpent shall bite him.
See that? So there you go again, man. Brother precepted up, man. They dug that pit and they got a lie in it, man. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Right? They finished, man. Give me Galatians, what's that? 6 and 7. What do we get?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and verse 10. It reads, "For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater."
Right, so the same way rain and snow falls from the sky and it's gonna hit the ground, that's how the Most High word is. Bring it up.
"So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void,
Will not turn into him void,
but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it."
it's gonna prosper in where he sent it, man. So the instruments of death, the arrows that's gonna be shot to the ends of the earth, it was already prophesied, man. So you devils gotta deal with it, man. There's no way you can stop it, man. Right? Give me Proverbs. I believe I want 21 and 1.
Mark.
29.
Bring this up.
Yeah.
6 and 7. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7. "Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whosoever, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
Whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So you reap rape, rob, and murder, right? So now you gotta sow that, man. Or you sow rape, rob, and murder, Salakia. So now you gotta reap that, man. Right? You created these missiles and destroyed nations with it, so now you gotta be destroyed. Let me see. Go to 27 and 1. What can I think about? Right. That ain't it. Slocky. Oh, you got some questions, brother?
No, I haven't any questions.
Hey, what's your nationality, brother?
I was that Israelite.
You're Israelite? All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise. All right. So you know what you got to do as an Israelite? Because you know World War III finna break off, right? Right? Give me Revelation 11. 11 and 14. And you get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. All right? You know World War III kicking off, man. All hell about to break loose, right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. It reads, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly."
You hear that? The Most High said the third woe is coming quickly. You got something to say?
Yeah, that sister believe we Edomites.
She said we Edomites.
Yeah. She said we're Edomites and the so-called white people are Israelites.
Oh, that's off, man. That's off, man. All right, so you hear that? So he said the second woe is past and the third woe cometh quickly, brother. So how do you save yourself from World War III? That's King James. So how do you save yourself from World War III, brother? All right? How do you save yourself from the third woe that's coming?
First of all, I got to follow the commandments.
Gotta follow the commandments. All praises, brother. All right, you know some commandments we supposed to keep.
Well, one is the study thyself approved.
You got fringes on? Do you have fringes?
No, I don't have.
Yeah, Numbers 15 to 38. Because notice how you can't remember the commandments, brother. Because it's something you're missing. Alright? We'll bring it out for you.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. "Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue."
So the fringe can be any color. Like the brother got the gold fringes, but he got the ribbon of blue on it. That's all the brothers out here, right? Read on.
"And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember the commandments of the Lord,
That you look upon it and remember the commandments, right?
and do them."
What?
And do them.
So these fringes is a reminder to actually, a physical reminder to do the commandment.
"And that you seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go whoring.
Right, because we always go after our own brain, our own thoughts. But what has that gotten us, man? Nothing but destruction, all right? Give me Proverbs 16 and 25. They ain't get us nowhere, right? So, do you know what today is?
Date.
No, what today is.
Sabbath.
The Sabbath, right? You know what you're not supposed to do on the Sabbath?
No work.
No work. What else? Can you buy and sell on the Sabbath? Can you cook on the Sabbath? No. So do you do any of those things on the Sabbath?
Yeah, I do.
You do? All right, give me Romans 6 and 23. All right, bring that up.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, and verse 25. There is a way that seemeth right to men.
There's a way that seems right to men. It seems like we can't buy and sell on the Sabbath. We seem cool, but what's the end of it?
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
Oh, what?
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
Right, so you can't buy and sell on the Sabbath, brother. You know that's an evil thing to do? Come talk to us. Right.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 23. But the wages of sin is death.
Wages of sin is what?
But the wages of sin is death.
Wages of sin is death, brother. Right? And you know breaking the Sabbath will be a sin. So you can't buy or sell on the Sabbath, man. This ain't the time to be lukewarm, man. Right? You'll get destroyed, man. So you can't buy or sell on the Sabbath ever, man. You gotta repent from that sin. Get Proverbs 28 and 13. No buying or selling on the Sabbath. No cooking on the Sabbath. Alright.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 13. It reads, He that covereth his sins shall not prosper, but whosoever confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy.
If you confess your sins and forsake them, then you will have mercy, brother. So you have to forsake that sin of buying and selling on the Sabbath. What about pork? You eat pork? You eat shrimp, crab, and lobster? All right, all praises, brother. So you got to get yourself some fringes, man. And start following this Sabbath, man. And it's high holy days and a plethora of other laws that we need to keep. All right, give me Isaiah 34 and 16. All right, and give me 1 Timothy 4 and 13. All right. Show you something, brother. Yeah, 1 Timothy 4 and 13.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. It reads, Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Do what?
Read.
You're supposed to be reading, brother. Daily, brother. You're supposed to keep your mind preoccupied in these scriptures. Because that's going to be the only thing that's going to save you in these last days, man. Right?
No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. From my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. And he that cast the lot for them, and his hand hath divided it unto them by line. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein.
So you're supposed to seek out of the book of the Lord and read, brother. All right, bring it up.
Got a precept. You want to 4 and 13? All right, come on. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading.
To what?
To reading.
Give attendance to reading.
To exhortation. To exhortation. Oh, God. To doctrine.
You see that? You're supposed to give attendance to reading, man. Right? Exhortation and doctrine, man. And the doctrine of life is the keeping of the law. Yeah. All right? So you're supposed to keep the law, statutes, commandments, read, and give exhortation to your brothers. Like right now, I'm exhorting you, brother. I'm lifting you up. I'm breaking you down to lift you up. I'm openly rebuking you for your sin, because that's love, right? Give me that. Proverbs 27 and 5. Right, that's love right there. I'm openly rebuking you, huh? Oh, you had a precept?
Come on, this going back into reading. It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
The Lord say,
this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
So it's not supposed to depart out your mouth. I ask you the commandments, you're like, I gotta think it. No, you're supposed to know them off top. You see how we know these precepts? right? You're supposed to understand the Bible and exhort your brothers, man. So you gotta know the commandments to keep them.
That's right.
That thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
That should do what?
That thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
You gotta meditate therein day and night. Matter of fact, drop that. Give me Acts
17.
Finish up on this.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
See that? That's a beautiful precept. Right? You gotta meditate there day and night, right? So you can literally start doing these things as written, man. All right. You got another.
This is Psalms chapter 1 and verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night.
He do what?
Doth he meditate day and night.
The law, he meditate day and night. Right, so you're supposed to stay in these scriptures so you can understand them, so you can actually do what's written. Right, because give me James 1 and 22.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 11. It reads, these were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind.
So you're supposed to receive this word with all readiness of mind. Like you doing, you a humble brother, you listening, you receiving it with readiness, right? But what you supposed to do with that?
And search the scriptures daily.
You did what?
And search the scriptures daily.
You're supposed to search the scriptures daily.
Whether those things were so.
So you're supposed to search the scriptures daily, brother, to see whether these things we're talking about is the truth or not, man. Right? So you can learn for yourself. Meditate day and night so you can do these things. You said you had a preset? Oh, no, I had you holding something. Bring it up.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
You know what I'm saying?
Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
You actually got to do this word. Don't just hear it. Don't let it go one ear out the other. Read on.
Deceiving your own selves.
That's deceiving yourself, brother. So you can't leave from here and go buy and sell on the Sabbath, man. All right, give me Hebrews 10 and 26, man. All right. You can't hear this word and just let it, treat it like it's nothing, man. All right, because the Most High go snatch that spirit from you. Yeah, 2 and 5. Yeah, Revelation 2 and 5. About to bring it up. Yeah, you bring out your precept.
He said Hebrews chapter 10 and what?
26.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 10 verse 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
If you sin willfully, meaning you know you're not supposed to buy and sell, and you go buy and sell,
there remaineth no sacrifice for sins.
man, no sacrifice for sins, man. So you gotta repent. You gotta hearken now. Give me Psalms 119 and 59, right?
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 5. And it reads, remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works.
You gotta repent and do the first words, read on.
Or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent.
Except you repent. So he gonna remove that candlestick. He gonna remove that fire, right? He gonna remove that spear from you, because you got the knowledge to understand you Israel. That's one step. Because we try to tell people they not black, and they mad at us because we say you not a color. You the greatest people on the earth. So you got that much. The Most High blessed you with giving you that, brother. But you have to actually keep the commandments, or he gonna take that spirit from you and bug you out. And we seen it. We seen brothers, they in the middle of the truth. They 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and they came up and all the way bugged out now. And all white people got to go to slavery according to the Bible. And America about to be destroyed by Iran, Russia, and China. By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. All right, bring it up.
Yeah, like the brother was saying, you know, you don't want to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's being lukewarm, you know. And the Most High can take out the fire that you had from when you first came into the truth. You don't want that to happen, because like he said, World War III finna happen, brother. They got to come back.
All right, I thought you were trying to bring out that precept. Yeah. Oh yeah, bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 18.
Right.
No, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
You're not cold or hot. Right, you're not just cold. You understand you're an Israelite. You're trying to keep commandments, but you ain't on fire. You ain't out here teaching your people. You ain't looking at ingredients to make sure it's not pork, right? You're not diligently searching the scriptures daily. You're not cold or hot. You're just in the middle.
I would thou wert cold or hot.
Right.
Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
What Christ do?
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
He'll spew you out his mouth, man. He'll chew you up and spit you right out, man. You'll get destroyed with fire and brimstone, man. Right? So you gotta hearken diligently. He'll take that away from you, and that's a wrap, man. Right? Give me Matthew 26, man. All right, see which verse I want, man. All right.
You just still want Psalms 119.
Oh yeah, bring that up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 59. I thought of my ways and turned my feet into thy testimony.
You gotta think on your ways and turn your feet to the testimony, brother.
I made haste.
I did what?
I made haste.
I made haste, and this is David talking, the man perfect before the Most High's heart. He said, I made haste.
And delayed not to keep thy commandments.
He delayed not to keep the commandments. That's it. Yeah, he delayed not to keep the commandments. Give me Sirach 5 and 6. Start at verse 6.
I was just thinking about that.
It's 26. Where 26 start at? No, 25, Salaki. I want to see exactly what I want. It's about the oil, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where I want to start at. That whole thing is good. You can start at you actually can start at verse 1, man. Alright. This is too good of a
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. And it reads, Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right, it's talking about those virgins because Israel is considered a woman in the scriptures. We're going to bring that out.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Right, so the daughter of Zion, Israel, is likened it to a woman. Now he's saying it's like a bridegroom. We can actually skip through. Go to you can give verse. You can go jump to verse 8.
Verse 8, And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out.
Their lamp is going out. That's that fire we talking about. So the foolish wives out of these bridegrooms is saying to the wise ones who's actually keeping the law on fire, they're like, give us some of your oil, right?
But the wise answered, saying, Not so.
What the wise say?
Not so.
We say, we ain't gonna give you none, right?
Lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
He's like, yo, we can't give you none of our fire, man, because we ain't gonna have no more fire. So you gotta go get your own, right?
And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage.
They went in with him to the marriage, man. Right, so you gotta be prepared, man. You gotta be ready because it's gonna come like a thief in the night, man. And we out here bidding you to the marriage. Give me that. Matthew 22 and 29. That's it on that. Right, so you can't be one of the foolish wives with no fire. So when it's that time, you're like, oh man, can we get some of yours? Because we gonna say no. We gotta keep it for us. So you gotta get this fire right now.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Bidding you to that marriage, so you don't miss the bridegroom when he opened up that door, brother. Right? Give me is that 1 Peter 3 and 10? Or is it 2 Peter 3 and 10? Give me 2 Peter 3 and 10, right? Yeah, you can still hold that. Alright, so we out here bidding you to the marriage, man. Because the bridegroom, he gonna come any moment. While you're going out trying to buy the oil, because the oil represents the knowledge. While you're out trying to buy the oil to add fire to your flame, it's gonna be too late. He gonna come and we gonna leave with him, and everybody else gonna be left, man. Hey, y'all got a minute for the Bible?